Hi, I'm Jeff Liddy, the Window Expert. I'm the founder of The Window Expert based in Houston. We have locations in Texas. You should check it out. Now, if you don't live in this area, I've got a list of great window companies. If you're looking for one, it's jeffslist.com. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the right window for a hot climate. Now, if you know anything about Houston, you know that we have 2 seasons during the summer, right? Like everybody else has 4 seasons. We pretty much have 2 seasons. We have hot, and then we have what's called turbo hot. And man, when about July or August rolls around, we go from hot to really, really hot. Now, other parts of the world, like Arizona, for example, Nevada, even Dallas, Fort Worth, we have a location there. They get really hot, but we get hot and humid. And when you get hot and humid, you just can't get comfortable if your windows aren't doing a good job. Now, if you think about windows, right, windows are designed to replace a wall. A wall does a real good job of keeping the heat out and keeping the cool in. But a window replaces a wall in a specific opening. Maybe it's 3 feet wide or 6 feet wide or 10 feet wide, but it's because you want light to come in. You want to be able to see out. You want to enjoy the surroundings around you, but you don't want the weather coming in. So when we have extreme heat, people, they start calling them like our phone, boom, boom, boom. It just starts ringing like crazy as soon as we get a really hot spell. Why? Because people are uncomfortable. You can be downstairs and it's got to be cold downstairs so that you're not boiling hot upstairs, because we know heat rises, your air conditioner works harder, your air conditioner goes out sooner, your light bill is through the roof. And so I want to help you pick a good window for a hot climate. Well, I guess I could say it's the glass you pick or the frame you pick or the U factor or the solar heat gain, even though those are important. I'm going to tell you what the number one thing you need to pick when you're looking for the right window for a hot climate. It's pick a high quality local window and door dealer. The most important decision you're going to make when it comes to windows and doors is not which window you pick, not which door you pick, not even which installer you pick. It's picking the right company. Why? Because a high quality window and door company is going to have the high quality windows and doors to match their level of expertise. Their reputation is on the line. They're only going to sell you windows that they know will stand the test of time. Now think about this. If you live in a climate where it's hot, what does that mean? That means you have a lot of sunshine. That means that a poor quality window in a period of 3, 4, or 5 years exposed to the sun is going to fail. What high quality window company would sell you something like that and keep their reputation? Look at Google, look at Yelp. What are their reviews like? I beg you, find the right window company first and then ask them about their windows. A lot of people fall in love with a window company, with a window brand, and then they try to find a company who does it. That's backwards. In fact, one of my most popular videos, I'm going to point to it because it's worth watching, is 5 costly mistakes that people make when buying new windows. You need to watch that if you haven't seen it yet. It's one of my most popular videos. So what kind of window do you need? You need a window that has good solar heat gain coefficients. Now we're going to take a quick break in a detour. I'm going to go show you a quick clip from a video I made talking about solar heat gain, and I want to give you a demonstration as to how it works. If you look at this, this is the package like we would use up north, okay? And if you notice here, it says that the ultraviolet light is about 18-19%. Obviously, we want a low ultraviolet if we can, because that's going to help reduce fading and deterioration on your home. Visible transmission, I got a lot of good light coming through. It's going to light up the house, but look at that infrared. Infrared is the rays of the sun that actually produce heat. It's the infrared heat that actually heats your home. And if you notice on that, this is a 53%, 52%. What that means is 52%, 53% of the infrared rays are actually able to come through that glass and come in and warm your home. Oh, that's going to feel so good. Now that would feel horrible in Houston, and I would get fired if I sold you a window that did that. Instead, I'm going to sell you a window like this. Look at the glass package on that. First of all, look at that ultraviolet, 0. I mean, like, you're not going to worry about your floors, you're not going to worry about your curtains, your kids aren't going to get cancer because they're standing by the window. And look at the infrared, 0. 0. Not a single ray of infrared heat is coming through this window. So you say, Jeff, I had a couple of glass companies, window companies come out to my house, and they said that their window's as good as the other guy's window, and it was a lot cheaper. Is it? Is it? Did they check it on a spectrometer? Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Okay, so, wow, what do you think of that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? So you want a window with a great solar heat gain coefficient. However, here's a cautionary thing you should be aware of. You don't want to overdo it on the heat prevention, because if you do too much solar heat gain, your windows are going to get really dark and you're going to lose a lot of light in your home, and that is a trade-off. So try to find the right balance between how much solar heat gain you want and how much light transmission you want. Those two are very important. Secondly, you need a high quality frame. A lot of vinyl windows out there are not built for heat, especially extreme heat. You're going to want a window that is an ultra quality premium vinyl product or better, and it's going to have high levels of titanium dioxide. If you go buy a high quality sunscreen, one of the ingredients on the back of the label says titanium dioxide. It's that white looking stuff that you see that they put on their nose at the beach, the lifeguard does, right? Because it's the one that reflects the heat the best. Get a window with high levels of titanium dioxide. Again, a high quality dealer will be able to point you in the right direction. Another concept too that a lot of people are using is a foam filled frame. You say, why would I need a foam filled frame? Well, it's great in the winter because it's like having a blanket, okay, on your window, but it's also great in the summer because it helps reduce the transfer. Plus, it gives some more rigidity and stability inside of the frame, which helps prevent any sagging when you have extreme heat conditions. Another thing to consider when you're buying windows for hot climates is the weather stripping. What is the quality of my weather stripping? It does no good to have a great piece of glass and a great frame if air leakage is happening all the way around the window. Now, you might say, Jeff, I looked at the ratings on a particular window, and according to that, it exceeds Energy Star because their air ratings are very, very low. Well, that's true, but that's when it was brand new and it was in a laboratory and it was tested indoors. Put that window in the sun for 5 years and then see how well it's doing. The quality of your weather stripping makes a big difference. I have a video talking about the Infinity from Marvin window, and it's a long haul window. It's built to last. It's the kind of product that you know is going to be just as good in 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 years as it was on day one, and that should be your concern as well. So if it's hot in your house, you probably need new windows. If your light bill's through the roof, you probably need new windows. And to solve that, you need a high quality window company. I know I'm beating the drum. Why? Because I see a lot of people that have to do their windows over and over again. 25% of the windows we replace here at the Window Experts are windows that have already been replaced by someone else. Think about it, 25% of them are failing, and we only see a piece of it. Who knows how many failed out there? So be careful, buyer beware. In fact, that's why I started this YouTube channel, because I want to help people all over the country break out of the mold of ignorance when it comes to windows and be smart. The more information you have, the more powerful you are. The more powerful you are, the better decisions you're going to make. And that's what I'm here to do to help you. I have about 300 videos. Check them out. You're going to learn a lot. Here's a list below of some great of my top hits. Check those out. And if I can do anything to help you at all, let me know at jeffslist.com. Take care. Have a good day.